Impress Audio presents the high school basketball games of the week. Tonight, St. Martin travels to Gulfport to take on the Admirals. It's all right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Varsity is just taking the floor to warm up. I'm Rick Crawford.
John Adam Hackney.
And we're here to go live. Let's talk about these Gulfport Admirals and St. Martin Lady Jackets for a moment. J.A., two proud programs, two programs that are accustomed to being at the top of their game. They're accustomed to being in the top 10 in the state. However, coming into this game, where are they?
Well, Gulfport is sitting right now at 3-7. Haven't played a district game yet, and the St. Martin girls are 1-5.
Yeah, the Gulfport Admirals ranked 183 in the state currently right now, and the Lady Yellow Jackets at 1-5 are ranked 178. This is unfamiliar territory for Coach Gina Bell from St. Martin and Coach Brooke Glass for the Gulfport Admirals. So we would say, J.A., that both of these teams are on a complete rebuild. They each lost 6 seniors off of last year's squads. Both teams made it to Jackson last year in the state playoff tournament, but they're hoping that this rebuild can go quicker rather than slower so that they can do some damage late in the season. It's still early December. There's a lot of ball to be played. I still think this is going to be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, and after your program, after you're up for so long, you're going to have growing pains once you lose kids. It happens in every sport. It happens every year, no matter who you are. It's exactly what both these teams are going through right now. It's really, you got these young kids. They're learning the ins and outs of playing varsity ball.
Yeah, with the Admirals, for example, Coach Brooke Glass was the Sun Herald Coach of the Year last year. Her team was terrific. She has many players who are playing at the next level. They're led tonight by a sophomore center, talking about size for the Admirals. They have a sophomore center, number 3, India Robinson. It goes 5'10". They also have a freshman center who also goes 5'10", number 25, Alaya Puryear. Fortunately, we got all our stats off Max Preps, and the Lady Admirals don't have any stats loaded. So I have no idea with this Admiral squad who's stepping up as a team leader on offense or defense. I do notice that she has only one senior, and that is the 5'3" guard, number 13, Jury Kirkland. Mm-hmm. So Coach Glass is completely rebuilding this Admiral squad with only one senior on her roster.
Yeah, let's take a look over here at St. Martin's girls, too. There's, I count, 5 seniors compared to their one.
And some of those seniors did get playing time on that run last year. Now, last year, Coach Gina Bell had the 6'4" Daphne White, who was the ESPN Top 300 4-star center, who was offered by Mississippi State. She went there in the spring, and now she's playing for Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. She and her family thought it was better for her game to transfer to JUCO and develop some more before I'm certain she will return back to D1 ball. Mm-hmm. But tonight, the Lady Jackets are 1-5. They're led in scoring by number 3, senior Chelsea Washington, who has averaging 10.2 points a game, and senior number 10, Octaviana Otis, who has 12.2 points a game. So you got a little bit of scoring there going on for the Lady Jackets, but what makes this engine go, J.A., is the guard, the senior Alexis Walker. She wears jersey number 1. She's averaging 6 assists per game and 3.6 steals per game. So Alexis Walker is going to be around the ball. So if you're a Jacket fan, you're going to want to look for number 1. She's going to have the ball in her hand, or she's looking to take the ball away. On the rebounding side, the Yellow Jackets are led by number 21, Akira Baker. She's a sophomore. She goes, we don't have her height down, but she is averaging 6.4 rebounds a game, and she's accompanied by number 14, the sophomore, Tiana Harris, who's averaging 5 rebounds a game. So the Jackets, even though they're 1-5, they have players who are in double-digit scoring. They have a guard who's giving out assists at 6 assists per game. It looks like they're able to score a bit. I did interview their coaches earlier this week. They said that the girls are having to learn what they want to do on defense. They're trying to mix their schemes up from a man and some different zones and possibly press tonight. I know back to the Admirals, I think Coach Glass used exclusively a man defense in previous times that I've observed them play, but that doesn't mean that that's what she's going to do tonight.
And going back to the stats that you were talking about with the Yellow Jackets, these girls are young. It's good to see that not only one person is having to do it all. You got a couple people rebounding. You got a couple girls, with the assist. That's going to pay off in the upcoming years.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what's important, I think what you said, is when you have two players in Washington and Otis for the Jackets who are averaging over 10 points a game each, if one gets hot, then you feed her the ball. Mm-hmm. If one gets cold, well, hopefully the other one will get hot. And then if you're really terrific, if they both get hot at the same time, then you become difficult to defend. But the bottom line tonight for me in this game, we got about 2 minutes and 20 seconds to player introductions, is these two coaching staffs, Coach Glass, who's accompanied by Coach Charlotte Banks and Courtney Latham for the Admirals, and Coach Gina Bell with Coach Shalandra Hilliard and her other staff members. These staffs, Justin Williamson, these staffs are accustomed to winning. Mm-hmm. Both of these ladies are known for having winning basketball teams. They're not going to be satisfied with a ball club that's under 500, rebuilding or not. So tonight is the first test for each of them. They know that they're going to get the best game from each other.
And going back to what you said earlier, it's early December. There's a ton of basketball to be played. When are you going to start playing ball? When are you going to start turning this thing around? I haven't got to see Gulfport play yet, but I did go down to Pass Christian Wednesday and saw them play a very good Pass Christian girls team. And I talked to Coach Bell the next morning. She said they came out flat, they got down, and they never got in a rhythm the entire game. So I'm pretty sure that this, they're going to want to come out fast. They're going to try to establish a pace that they like and get a rhythm going, get some shots to fall.
Well, we'd like to take this time, about 1 minute to tip off. Go ahead, fans are tuned in, and share this video live right now for all you St. Martin and Gulfport fans, or even if you're just a basketball fan in general. Share this video live right now. There's plenty of time. We got two great games tonight, and we're just moments away from player introductions. But before we get to that, I do want to give a shout out to Coach Gina Bell at St. Martin High School. She's been battling breast cancer. She was notified of breast cancer last year, but she wanted to finish her season and her run at trying to get a state playoff before she started treatments. As soon as the season was over last year, she went into that treatment. She's been battling all the way, but it's great to see her back on the sideline with her Yellow Jacket team.
You don't see her at school without a smile on her face either. It's awesome.
All right, it's time for player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gulfport High School representing Daisy in tonight's basketball contest between the St. Martin Lady Yellow Jackets and your Gulfport Lady Admirals. Here tonight's starting lineups. First for St. Martin, a sophomore number 21, Karen Baker. A sophomore number 14, Tahana Harris. A senior number 10, Octavia Otis. A senior number 1, Alexis Walker. Senior number 3, Chelsea Washington. Lady Yellow Jackets are coached by Gina Bell, Shalandra Hilliard, and Justin Williamson. And now, for your Gulfport Lady Admirals, a sophomore number 3, India Robinson. A sophomore number 4, Cordesia Hilliard. 13, Jari Kirkland. A freshman, number 14, Jada Hall. A sophomore, number 23, Abaja Smith. The Lady Admirals are coached by Brooke Lash, Charlotte Banks, and Courtney Finkel. Tonight's officials are Kevin O'Grady, Lauren Travelling, and Final Turner. Enjoy the ball.
All right, the Lady Admirals huddled on their home floor here at Burt Jenkins Gymnasium, the historic gymnasium. A lot of basketball has been played in this gym over the years.
And real quick, let me say, this is my first time in here. This court is gorgeous. These facilities are amazing.
There's an old school wood parquet floor.
Love it.
A lot of history here for Gulfport basketball. A short-term rivalry in history, informal rivals, the St. Martin Lady Yellow Jackets coming in, trying to get their second win against the Gulfport Admirals, who are hoping to get their fourth win on the season.
It's like it's going to be Baker and Robinson for the tip. St. Martin wins the tip.
Washington takes it to the house, and they call her for the charge. That'll be the first foul on Chelsea Washington. Admirals ball. Yellow Jackets in a man defense.
Smith brings the ball down. This is at the Hall. Out of bounds, it will be Admiral basketball.
Looks like Jackets switched to a 2-3 zone, J.A. Good feed to the inside by the Admirals.
Rebound by Kirkland.
Look, 2-3 matchup zone. They're pressing on the ball, and the Jacket defense comes through for an Admiral turnover. Yellow Jacket possession.
The Admirals look like they were trying to feed it down low. And then 4 lost the handle. So here we go.
Here's Alexis Walker on the point guard position. Three ball attempt by Otis, no go. Yellow Jackets retain possession.
I think we're going to see a lot of Otis running the baseline. I think they want to try to get her open around the three-point line.
The Admirals in a 3-2 defense with the top of the three set deep into the zone. You call that a 1-2-2 maybe.
Rebound.
Rebound and turnover. Baker comes up strong with the rebound but couldn't get the handle as she was falling to the floor. Another turnover, Admiral basketball. 0-0, 6:30 and counting in the first quarter.
That looks like a travel.
All right, so far the teams have traded turnovers, and having watched both these teams the last couple of years, this is very uncharacteristic of a Coach Bell or Coach Glass coach team. And another turnover, Yellow Jacket ball.
Hall for the Admirals almost with the steal.
So the Admirals kind of got a three-quarter court press going here with the heads up against that zone. So they're going to collapse that zone as the ball moves towards the basket. Nice pass there. Washington handling the ball. Again, in high school basketball, no shot clock. Both teams can be as patient as they want. St. Martin trying to figure out how to attack this zone. Neither team's with a lot of size.
Harris keeps calling for it down the low post. Can't quite get it to her. Otis for three, misses, rebound, Washington.
Nice crossover dribble and a possible assist.
It's like a foul on
But we got a foul
three.
on 3 for the Admirals. That's India Robinson. It's her first. To the line. Akira Baker.
See if we can get some points on that scoreboard. And Baker knocks down the second free throw.
Coming in tonight, Baker, 45% free throw shooter. Yellow Jackets get the early lead, 1-0, traveling call against the Admirals.
Hilliard is going to turn it over for the Admirals.
All right, so both teams off to a little bit of a slow start here. Walker up top, gets the ball to Washington. Kicks it over to Neely on the wing. High ball to Hall. 3 ball, and it's good. Chelsea Washington with the 3 ball. Excuse me, I meant to say Harris a minute ago, and I called Hall. It was the wrong jersey color. Rebound for the Jackets. Washington. Jackets looking to push a little bit now. That 3 ball gave them some confidence. They're up 4-0 early in the first. The Admirals seem content working this zone defense. And here comes Walker. She's trying to penetrate, gets the block call. And number 14, Jada Hall. That's a foul called on the floor. Madison Cuccia checks in for Hall for the Admirals.
Pass up top to Otis. Surveys. Dumps it off to Washington.
Little high
Washington
ball,
drives.
Washington can't go. Rebound. Harris fighting for it with Hilliard, and the refs called jump ball. Possession arrow in Admiral's favor. The Jackets going a little bit aggressive on their offense. They're trying to penetrate into that defense, and they're just not successful. They got a foul called, and they got a couple rebounds, but they're not getting the putbacks.
Number 33.
Cuccia steps up into that 3 ball, no good. Rebound Otis. She's running. Pass a little bit behind. And they're calling Otis for the offensive foul. Jackets with the right idea there. If they can push the ball on the fast break and not give the Admirals time to set up that defense.
And that's what you want to see, especially with this young
Otis
team.
was just a step late getting rid of that pass. It was a little bit behind her, and she might have had the easy layup to her teammate. Give Otis the steal there.
Hey, it was a good idea, just a little bit too high.
Yeah, Antonia Bryant was running the floor there, and Otis saw her, again, a half step late. And that pass comes in late and ends up being a turnover. If she could have got rid of that ball a half step sooner, we have an easy layup out front.
And that was a great idea. Hey, get down to the block, post up, give me the ball. Just a little bit, sailed a little bit on her.
All right, Jackets playing this matchup zone.
That is
Cornaja Hilliard with the 3 ball. Put the Admirals on the board. All right, with both teams playing zone defense, it looks like we may see some more 3 balls being shot.
That is good. Washington.
That's Chelsea. Washington drains the 3 to lefty from the corner.
Putting a little pressure on her.
Jackets get the pressure in the trap, and they're going to call a foul on Washington with the push. So they're trying to execute that trap, but they just got a little too aggressive. Her body got into her. Got some subs going on for St. Martin here.
Walk.
And another Admiral turnover. Two minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Nice little spin.
Walker with the dish. And Akira Baker just couldn't quite finish. Or was it Baker? Now they're saying it was 33. Bryant who couldn't finish. Who's the foul on, J.A.?
Cuccia with the first foul. Bryant misses the first free throw. Here's the second attempt.
It was a shooting foul, 0 for 2 from the line.
Rebound by Hilliard.
Admirals trying to push, gets a little away from him. Cuccia with a good idea. Yellow Jackets on the floor, both teams on the floor. Moore comes up with it, gets a shot up, nothing there. Now they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Yellow Jackets. So, minute 44 remaining. Yellow Jackets lead 7-3. Kind of a sloppy first quarter. Both teams, I guess you could say, are playing good defense or different defense.
Yeah.
The Admirals in this, I don't know if you call that a 1-2-2 or a 3-2 zone.
Looks like a 1-2-2.
They're not giving up much. Looks like Yellow Jackets being patient, just passing the ball around. Trying not to turn it over. They're trying to draw the defenders out, see if they can get a shot or a lane to drive. Otis set the ball screen.
Walker with the 3 attempt, air ball, rebound.
Baker with the rebound, gets it back up top. Otis running the play to Walker. Back to Otis. She's got a shot from three-point land. No good, off the rim. Rebound Hilliard, and she's getting the ball back for her own 3 ball. No good. Hustle play by Sienna Moore, who couldn't come up with the rebound. Yellow Jacket basketball.
Looks like St. Martin's got a sub coming in. That is V. McFall, excuse me.
Young McFall, she's got some size on her.
Yes, she does.
Or is it high hair? I'm not certain, but she's still got a good size on her. She's hanging out in the low post. You get the rebound and the putback for the Yellow Jackets. Akira Baker going now to the line for the and one. Nice rebound, put back. Baker's been setting up well underneath. She's been boxing out. How many rebounds she has so far?
Already has 3 rebounds on the night.
She missed the and one. Rebound.
Bryant with the rebound, though. And looks like
gets
she's
it over
go
to
the
McFall,
line.
And she tries the shot and gets fouled. So far I would say the Yellow Jackets are winning the boards. They're boxing out well. They're getting offensive rebounds. And McFall gets her first point of the night with the free throw.
And that can be the difference in the game. You control the boards, you get putbacks, whether they go or not, get the fouls, get to the free throw line.
This is the second one. Cuccia with the pass. Gulfport's got people out front. Late pass in the end. No good for the shot. Attempt by Puryear. Took me a second to keep up. The Admirals moving the ball pretty quickly there. Puryear got the ball late. I like that extra pass by Mila Stubbs, number 15. She had the open layup herself, but she tried to feed her teammate. Puryear draws the foul. Goes to the line. First shot off the front of the rim, no good.
Go ahead.
9.9 remaining in the first. Yellow Jackets lead 10-3. Puryear misses the second. McFall playing well off the bench, gets a rebound.
Good Euro step.
And put back by Bryant before the buzzer. Give Antonia Bryant a rebound and a bucket. So we're going to go to a commercial break right here between quarters. Yellow Jackets lead 12-3.
Centerpoint Church in Ocean Springs is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Join them for service Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. and Sundays at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Centerpoint Church, 6201 Highway 57 in Ocean Springs. For more information, call 228-875-7878.
If you're thinking about selling your house or buying a new home, please give me a call. The highest compliment I can receive is a referral from a satisfied customer.
Melanie Adams would like to wish the St. Martin Yellow Jackets the best of luck this football season. Go Jackets!
Imagine a place of wall-to-wall unique items and collectibles, jewelry, instruments, a place where you can buy a car, sell a car, or get top dollar for gold and silver. You have just crossed over to Third Coast Pawn and Jewelry, 718 Bienville Boulevard in Ocean Springs.
All right, the place is rocking here at Burt Jenkins Gymnasium, end of the first quarter. St. Martin Yellow Jacket ladies up 12-3 on the Gulfport Admirals. About to start the second. Who we got for the sponsor of this next quarter, J.A.?
Next quarter we got, Finish Line Performance Karting.
Finish Line Performance Karting. Sponsor Military Monday. Military Monday special, $15 rides for anyone with a military ID. Go down to Finish Line Performance Karting, the fastest karts on the coast. All right, Admirals basketball trying to play out of this 9-point deficit.
Smith's calling out some plays.
Pass a little too high, and another Admiral turnover. You know, Coach Glass has got to be disappointed on some of these fundamentals.
Yeah, you never want to come out of a timeout or a break and turn the ball over like that.
Alexis Walker comes in. Yellow Jackets working some inbounds.
V for
McFall
three.
with the three ball, no good. Moore bringing the ball up, trying to feed it inside, and another high pass. An Admiral turnover. Coach Glass telling her girls what she thinks about that.
Walker's going to rush it up the court.
McFall to Walker.
Walker thought about pulling the three.
Whenever she's got the ball high, they're trying to bring that. It's kind of a modified boxing one. I don't think they're actually following the ball. 1-2-2, 3-2. Interesting zone the Admirals been playing tonight. And the Jackets are content with this 9-point lead. Again, JA high school basketball, no shot clock. If they don't come out and defend her, she can hold the ball right there the entire quarter. And I've seen coaches in high school ball in Mississippi do that when they got a lead. Great pass by Walker in the finish by Bryant for the easy inside bucket. The senior point guard gets another assist.
V came over help. Good defense.
Loose ball. Ladies on the
It's gonna be
floor.
a jump ball.
Good
Yellow
hustle by
Jackets.
both teams in that jump ball situation. Back to that last possession for the Yellow Jackets. Walker with the penetration and the late dish to the post, and Bryant just cleaned it up. That's clean basketball.
As a coach, that's exactly what you want to see, too.
And Coach Bell's got to be happy with that action.
You know,
and I'm impressed with McFall coming off the bench. Young lady with size, but she moves well.
Yeah, she's rebounding. She's setting screens at the top of the key.
Well, take this time. The Yellow Jackets going into a delay again. In high school basketball, I'm going to say it again, no shot clock. It's the responsibility of the defense to come shut it down or take the ball away. Walker does a good job being patient. Now the Yellow Jackets run their handoff offense.
Harris couldn't quite handle the pass.
Four ladies down in the key. Get a turnover.
Oh,
Steal by Baker. And they're going to call that off of Baker, Admiral basketball. No, he's corrected his call and calling a Yellow Jacket basketball. Official said, my bad. I was about to say something bad about him, but I promised myself I wouldn't do that tonight. But he corrected himself. Good call.
Yellow Jackets are going to throw the ball underneath the basket.
Little rotation inbound play. Back to Walker.
Walker wants two.
Jumper no good.
Smith steps out of bounds.
Admirals trying to get off to the races there, and they are getting ladies out front. And that's what I'm used to seeing from Coach Glass and her team. She likes to get them out front and run and get those easy layups off a good defense. Well, she's getting decent defense, but after the turnover, she's not getting that ball out front like she wants.
Yeah, they're not getting very many good looks down low, or really good looks in general on the offensive end.
Well, Coach Bell and Coach Hilliard told me earlier this week that they've been really working on defense for the St. Martin Yellow Jackets.
That's going to be a foul on the Admirals, number 50, Moore.
All right, so far the defense is showing up for St. Martin. They only allowed 1 3-pointer so far. No easy layups, no easy inside looks. Walker into McFall, gets the ball back, penetrates.
Kicks it out. Harris.
On the free throw line. Harris no good.
And another jump ball.
Jump ball possession to the Admirals. All right, we see we got 165 fans tuned in. If all of you go share with one friend, we can double that tonight. Thanks for joining us tonight for the Empress Audio High School Basketball Game of the Week. We got a good one so far, and the Lady Yellow Jackets lead the Admirals 14-3.
And turnovers continue
to
plague the Admirals.
Oh my gosh, you just took the words right out of my mouth. And having seen this team play the last couple years, this is really
a complete
not what I expected
to
see from a Gulfport Admiral basketball team. Lexus Walker handling traffic for the Yellow Jackets. McFall, now we're doing some handoff action at the top. Walker on the drive with the Euro step and hits the bucket and one attempt. She gets the bucket and the foul. It's like foul is going to be on number 3, Robinson.
That will be Robinson's second of the contest.
Lexus Walker taking care of business. The senior guard is really standing out, directing traffic now in the offensive end. She's understanding the zone she's going against. She's only a 40% free throw shooter on the year, but she gets the and one. Bonus ball.
And Gulfport's getting the ball down the court really, really fast, but I'm impressed with St. Martin getting set up.
Defense with an easy layup. Walker on the finish. The Admirals are getting down the court quickly. St. Martin's not picking them up until they get that zone, and then they're ferocious on the defensive end. Admirals finally get the ball inside to India Robinson, the 5'10 sophomore, and there's a foul. I didn't catch the number.
24? That's going to be
40.
on McFall.
Yeah, 24 McFall. Couldn't see if that was a 24 or a 42. .510 Robinson. The first free throw is good. That's the Admirals' first point since early in the first quarter. They had a 3-ball and now 1 free throw.
And that is Robinson's first point of the night as well.
Lane violation for the Yellow Jackets. When you have a lane violation, then you eke like a mouse is running under your feet, then they're going to call it on you.
And that is
so Robinson's going to get another shot.
That's going to drive Coach Bell crazy. That's going to drive any coach crazy. Like, I understand you want to get, as much of an advantage as you can.
Robinson missed. McFall goes high for the rebound.
And Washington brings the ball down.
Walker at the top.
Walker back to Washington.
All right, Walker going to slow it down, showing her senior leadership skills. The Admirals are not pressing her, so she's going to set up this offense. Washington back to Walker. Steps in. Nothing. Here's Washington.
That's going to be a travel.
No travel call. Does that be from the hop step there, J.A.? I didn't quite see that travel.
Yeah, she took a little hop whenever she.
Admirals on a 30-second timeout.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to go to commercial break as well.
Okay, team, you guys ready to play?
Yes.
Who has the best audio on the coast?
Yes.
Give me some brands.
JL.
Hertz. Alpine. What's another one? Rockford. Kenwood. Exelon. Pioneer.
Pick the winning team at Empress Audio with 2 locations to serve you, Gulfport and Pascagoula.
Who are we?
Empress.
Who are we?
Empress.
Who are we?
Empress.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Tonight's game is brought to you.
All right, welcome back. Second quarter, 3:32 remains. The visiting St. Martin Yellow Jackets lead the Gulfport Admirals 19-4.
Yeah, Yellow Jackets have come out. They're starting to get in a little groove. Putting some pressure on them as soon as they bring the ball
Coach
past.
Glass has drew up for the Admirals during that timeout. Aggressive defense there by Yellow Jacket Jada Hall. No, I did that again, didn't I?
You like them to be aggressive. You don't want to. Don't want to be too
Harris
aggressive.
for the Yellow Jackets 14. Hall's 14 for the Admirals. I'm 0 for 2 on that. I'm going to owe you a couple Cokes if I keep doing that. Nice dribble drive.
Number 4, Hilliard.
Hilliard with the bucket for the Admirals. Now the Admirals are turning up the defense. That 3-quarter press. Washington beats it with her dribble.
Somebody's got to come help her.
Trapping Neely up high. Official rules it off the Admiral's foot there, so St. Martin retains possession.
Hilliard has 5 of the Admiral's 6 points.
Hit that 3-ball earlier, and then that 2-point bucket a moment ago. All right, see, the Admirals were cranking it up with that press, and now they're falling back to that zone. I just think that Coach Glass is not comfortable with her girls playing a man defense right here. Neely with the attempted penetration for the Jackets loses the handle.
That's going to stay on
Called
St.
a
Martin's
jump ball. St. Martin retains possession.
Looks like Walker's going to come back in. Robinson's going to check out.
Neely with the 3-ball. Call that an air ball in Admiral basketball. Yellow Jackets protecting a 13-point lead. Admirals trying to cut into it before halftime.
Oh,
nice look. Inside move by the sophomore, India Robinson, with the 2 points. And here's Admirals coming back with his press again. Jackets beat the press with the pass this time. Neely with the penetration and just couldn't. She kind of shot and passed both and
couldn't decide what she wanted to do.
Undecided, exactly. An indecision can result into a turnover. And I'm doing that again because I'm calling out Admiral players when St. Martin has the ball. So you can start smacking me on that. And I apologize if you're a fan or relative to these girls.
Good pass inside again.
Boom.
Smith with the assist.
And Robinson with the finish. And the Admirals are pressing again. Here's Otis to Walker. To Washington. 3-point attempt, no good. Rebound, Yellow Jackets. And the putback. Akira Baker with a great play. She's been posting up well all night in position for those offensive rebounds.
Got a little bit too excited.
They're going to call Tiana Harris for a little bit of aggressive defense there in the foul on the floor. That's 6 for the Jackets. So the Admirals will be in the bonus, and the Jackets are going to be in the bonus also because the Admirals have 7 fouls the rest of the half.
1:10 to play.
Little trap action.
Ooh.
Almost worked.
Ooh.
Ends up a foul. Foul on Alexis Walker.
That is her first.
That's going to put a 1-on-1. Admirals on the line. Now, you can get yourself back into a ball game on the line in the 1-on-1 situation, but you got to make the free throws.
You're not losing any time. It's just you on the line.
And
bounces
front
around.
End of the 1-on-1 fell through.
That is her first point.
Aliyah per year.
And real quick, going back to that foul, you know, that was Walker's first. You know, you can't get mad at your players for wanting to be aggressive.
Right.
And that was Otis with the rebound.
Minute remaining in the half. Yellow Jackets lead 21-11. Admirals sitting back in their zone again. Washington to Otis, brings it to the right wing, over to Walker on the left wing. Down inside.
Nice.
And the bucket
Harris.
is good. Give Walker another assist and Harris the basket. Admirals with a 3-ball, and it's good. Carnaja Hilliard with the 3-ball. 26 seconds and counting.
And I missed who got her that assist too, but good job finding her in the corner.
Admirals instructed to press, then get back in that zone.
10
Yellow
seconds
Jackets with 10 seconds. There you go. Otis with the ball to Walker. Back to Otis. She's going to shoot the 3. And drains the 3-ball. Another assist from Alexis Walker. And at the buzzer, it's halftime, and the St. Martin Yellow Jackets lead the hosting Gulfport Admirals by a score of 26-14. And we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Finish Line Performance Karting, now open in Biloxi. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Empress Audio Halftime Show. I'm here, of course, at Empress Audio with Mr. Floyd and Raymond. And first of all, before we get started, Mr. Floyd, I'd like to thank y'all again for being the title sponsor of the basketball game of the week. And, you know, we love having Empress Audio on here, and, you know, we love doing sports too. So once again, we appreciate you.
Well, thank you. We are privileged and honored to be a part of this, and glad you guys allowed us to do this. You and I are going to play a little one-on-one?
Man, yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, can I get some stilts or something? Because I don't think this is fair.
Yeah,
You're too tall. But we wish all the basketball teams out there, the high school teams on the coast, a great year. I know it's going to be fun, and again, we're glad to be part of it. Can I talk a little bit about our Christmas specials we got going on?
Absolutely. That's why we're here. Let's hear it.
All right, Raymond, I know we've got some. Tell me what we're doing. I'm not even really sure.
We've got a Kenwood package, 2 12-inch subs, box, amp kit, $2.99. We've got a Rockford package with 2 12-inch subs, box, amp, and for $3.99 right there.
Okay, now you're telling me we got a Rockford Fosgate amplifier. Is that the 500 watt?
Yes, sir.
Whoa. Okay. And 2 subs.
2 subs.
And a box. And an amp kit for $3.99.
For $3.99.
Wow. That's a good deal. I think I want 1 or 2 of those myself. I know we're doing some free cameras with certain touchscreens,
Yes.
radios, and stuff like that.
Yes. A lot of our Apple CarPlay, Android Auto screens, we're doing free cameras with those right now.
Cool. That's really
Yes.
cool. And then we got our Wet Sounds ice chest. That's pretty cool. If you guys hadn't seen it, we'll show you guys in a little bit, where it has a sound bar. It holds ice really well. I actually had mine out at the Southern off-road over in DeKill the other weekend, and it held the ice all day, played all day. It was really fun. But got some cool products. So anything you need for Christmas, come see us here at Empress Audio, and we appreciate it very much.
All right, Mr. Floyd, you mentioned it earlier, and here they are, the amazing audio ice chests. Tell me about them.
Okay, these things are pretty cool. This is a really high-quality ice chest, similar to some of those high-dollar ice chests that are on the market.
Yeah.
I had one out the other day at when we were riding at an RV park, ATV park, I mean.
Yeah.
You know, we were hanging out, and we filled it up, and the ice lasted all day, plus the stereo lasted all day, the Bluetooth. So it runs right off your...
Okay, so it's Bluetooth right into your phone.
Correct. And it has a built-in DSP. I'm going to turn it up a little loud for a second.
Okay.
Do this.
Man, that is loud and proud. You can hear that from like a mile away, dude. Man.
By the way, that's kind of hitting the Facebook wave and the social media wave. That's called Small Town Titans, and they did a rendition of Mr. Grinch, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, along with all the other specials that we've talked about, you got something going on for window tint.
We do. The rest of the month of December, we're going to have 10% off every window tint job. So that's
Okay.
what we got going on right now. Just
All right.
today.
And you got the real deal is Amanda and Omar back there, who are the tint kings and queens, right?
Go back there and check them out and see what they're doing.
All right, cool. All right, Mr. Floyd, I'm not seeing the tent specialists out here. What's going on?
I don't know. Austin, where's Omar and Amanda?
They're in Gulfport.
What are they doing over there?
We took up all the bays.
So they're tinting over there today? Yeah. Okay, we got to get some of these. What you doing? That's a system here. I see Reed's putting in. Reed, what are you doing? Cool. Putting in 2 subs? Okay, that's for that job you sold earlier,
radio,
and that's the one we're finishing up on, a BMW that's got a JL fix and some other pretty cool stuff. Okay, good. Well, I'm sorry. We don't have any window tinting going on here in Pascagoula today. We do in Gulfport. But don't forget, 10% off the rest of the month of December on window tinting. Okay?
Right on, yeah. So, and like you said, Gulfport, Pascagoula, Mobile, Empress Audio, they got a location for you somewhere along the coast, and they got great deals going on. The window tinting, the ice chest we've seen, the holiday deals. Once again, Mr. Floyd, we really do appreciate you being the title sponsor, and we'll see you again in a couple weeks.
Sounds great. Glad to participate. Thank you, Hunter.
Y'all enjoy the game.
Welcome back to Burt Jenkins Gymnasium at Gulfport High School. We had a good half of basketball. The Lady Admirals trail the St. Martin Yellow Jackets by a score of 26-14. What's the lowdown on the stats for that first half, J.A.?
Stat-wise, let's see, for the Yellow Jackets, leading scorer, Washington with 6 points. Assists, Walker with 3 points, and rebounds. Baker with 4 rebounds. We only have 2 players with 2 fouls, so foul trouble is not an issue for the Yellow Jackets right now. You see, with the pressure they're putting on them, they're doing great. There's been a couple, not really ticky-tacky fouls, but they've been on players with only 1 foul, so it's nothing really Coach Bell's going to worry about.
Right, and they got to be happy with that. They got the lead in an informal rivalry here on the road. They're trying to get their second win, so I think St. Martin's happy. What about on the Gulfport side?
So over on the Admirals side, they have 7 total fouls. Scoring-wise, it's been the Hilliard show. She's got 8 points. Rebound-wise, also the Hilliard show. She's kind of doing it all for them right now. I'm sure that Coach Glass wants – she's probably telling them back in the locker room, we need some more help.
Well, what I saw is for the Admirals, they missed a couple opportunities. They sat back in that zone, and they got the turnover they wanted, and then they released down the court quickly, but they couldn't get the ball to the releasing player. So I think the Admirals are going to try to work on that. Both of these teams are well coached. The coaches know each other well. I think the turnovers for the Admirals have been a big problem too. We have about a minute left before we start the third quarter. You got any closing remarks before we go to break?
Just real quick, for 2 teams that haven't started off the year very strong, this has been an entertaining first half of basketball.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a catalyst for both. I'm real excited about the second half, and we'll rejoin us right after this break.
Centerpoint Church in Ocean Springs is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Join them for service Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. and Sundays at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Centerpoint Church, 6201 Highway 57 in Ocean Springs. For more information, call 228-875-7878.
If you're thinking about selling your house or buying a new home, please give me a call. The highest compliment I can receive is a referral from a satisfied customer.
Melanie Adams would like to wish the St. Martin Yellow Jackets the best of luck this football season. Go Jackets!
And we're back for the second half. The Lady Admirals hosting the Yellow Jackets from St. Martin. St. Martin leads 26-14 at halftime. Both coaches, well-coached, well-known coaches on the Gulf Coast here for ladies high school basketball. I'm really interested in this second half. I hope, J.A., that I'd like to see the Admirals clean up their turnovers, and they got a 12-point deficit to make up. Let's see if they can cut into it. They got the ball first.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Glass came in at halftime, made a couple adjustments, so we should be in for an excellent second half of basketball.
Trap by the Jackets. Handled well. Another trap in the corner. And Coach Glass called a timeout. 30-second timeout. That gives us a chance to thank one or two of our sponsors.
Yeah, let's thank Melanie Adams with Coldwell Banker, Smith Homes, and also Centerpoint Church with real life, real church, real people.
Right, that's awesome. We'd like to thank you, Melanie Adams and Caldwell Banker, as well as Pastor Ted Pagel, Centerpoint Church in Ocean Springs.
And real quick, if you're just now joining us, like Rick said earlier, if you're a small business, you want to get your name out there, this would be the perfect way to do it.
Absolutely. Just follow the WGUD Facebook page. Put a comment in if you're interested in sponsoring. We'll take individual sponsors, business sponsors. We're getting this high school basketball off the ground, and we need your advertising dollars to make this happen. All right, Admiral ball turned over again. Yellow Jackets on the run. Here comes Alexis Walker. Walker being patient with the ball, setting up the offense again. Washington with the 3 ball, no good. Rebound.
Good rebound from Baker.
Baker again with the board. Back to Walker, top of the key. She penetrates. Tries to find Baker, but ends up with a turnover.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a forced pass. She kind of got caught up in the air after taking that drive.
Well, you can see that the Yellow Jackets are trying to accomplish. They're just not quite there yet, and they have the athletes to get it done. 3 ball attempt by the Admirals Hall, no good. Yellow Jackets with the rebound.
That was another rebound by Baker.
Walker pushing. They're going to call her for a travel. You say Baker with another rebound on that end.
She is sitting at 6 for the game.
6 rebounds for the night for Baker. We also need to start thinking now that's the second half, J.A., for our Sicily's player of the game.
Good shot by Kirkland.
Kirkland pulls up that jumper from about 10 feet off the glass. That was nice.
And that was her first 2 points. You got to love a good-looking bank shot.
Otis.
Woo! With the 3
Did I get
ball.
the name right that
Otis,
time?
that's it.
Yeah. Don't let me mix up the two again like I did in the first half. Otis with the nice 3 ball. Who was on the assist there? I missed that.
I believe it was Walker on the assist. Oh, wild shot, but it falls for number 23, Smith.
Amijah Smith with the basket for the Admirals.
They're all about
Admirals
that,
gave up on that press. They're just sitting back in their zone again.
They're all about them bank shots in the second half so far.
Lexus Walker being patient. Otis to the wing.
And you know Otis wants to pull another one, too.
Washington
She's begging for the ball.
Trying to feed Otis.
There
Here it
she
goes. Boom! Shakalaka. 3 ball. Octavana Otis with another 3 assisted by Washington. Girls on the floor everywhere fighting for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball.
Looks like it's going to stay.
Good hustle by Baker on the defensive end.
Oh, it's going to go St. Martin ball.
Yellow Jackets with the possession arrow.
So at the half, Washington was the leading scorer.
We'd like to thank all 315 fans who are currently tuned in. This is awesome on our inaugural broadcast. If each of you will share this thing with one friend, we can get up to 720 by the end of this girls' game. 32-18 Yellow Jackets, third quarter.
And I can promise the viewers that if you're entertained right now, wait till we get these guys out here.
You're going to have the number 13 and 14 ranked basketball teams in the state of Mississippi following this one.
Big rebound.
Baker with another rebound. She's getting it done. We're going to call her Windex because she's cleaning the glass. Woo!
They're going to inbound underneath the basket. And
Otis.
Guess who?
Off on the shot.
Baker with the reach.
Robinson with the rebound. Admiral basketball. Otis had the hot hand from the three-point line for the Jackets. How many points does she have so far tonight?
Who was that?
Otis, number 10 for St. Martin.
She's sitting at 9 points right now.
Sitting at 9 unofficially, all off of 3 balls. We say unofficially, the official book's down at the scorers table. We're keeping our own up here. We are prone to mistakes.
We're only human.
Human, that's us.
Oh,
steal
nice steal
by
by
Otis. Running the court, left hand finish. Otis with the steal and the layup. Walker pressing for the Yellow Jackets. Neely trying to beat the press with the dribble.
Forcing the turnover.
Walker forced the turnover. So the Yellow Jackets getting aggressive on the defensive end.
So
they're getting the ball.
Yellow Jackets came out, knocked down a couple three-pointers, getting a couple steals. This is exactly where Coach Bell wants her team right now.
Well, she's being patient because the Admirals are not coming out of this zone. So they're just looking for the open shots. Washington tried to drive the lane, layup no good. Baker trying to fight for the rebound, ends up a jump ball, and Admirals have the possession arrow.
Neely's bringing the ball down the floor for the Admirals.
Yellow Jackets in a 2-3 zone. Here's Moore for the Admirals. She's going to get stuck in the corner. Gets rid of it, and there's a steal for Walker. She goes coast to coast with a late dish. No finish. Baker with her own rebound and then draws the foul. I didn't catch the jersey with the foul number.
That was per year, number 25.
Baker, Windex lady. She's cleaning the glass. Walker with another steal on the season. She had 3+ a game coming into tonight. And here's Washington from the corner. 3-ball, no good. Harris, with the rebound.
I think they're going to say
They're
she was
call
over the back.
Push over the back. I don't know if I agree with over the back. Maybe a push. I just call that boxing out with your elbow. I don't know. What do I know? I don't play girls basketball.
No, using a little body weight,
All right, St. Martin leads 34-18. Both teams playing a little sharper here in the second half.
Not committing as many fouls. The turnovers are still there, so as the coaches, you really want to cut back on that.
High post and drive for the Admirals.
Oh, big rebound.
That's per year,
10.
no finish.
Otis with the rebound.
Walker on the wing to Otis.
With the drive.
She's going for a Jordan-esque type drive and shot. She draws the foul, no basket.
Wanted to hit that fadeaway.
Was the foul on 3 there, or
23.
2-3.
That was
All right.
Smith with her first.
So here's Octavana Otis, and I apologize if I say your name wrong. Miss Otis at the line, misses the first one. And the second is good. Give her another point. She's pushing for the candidate of that Sicily's player of the game. We got Admirals with a full timeout, and we're going to go to a commercial.
Okay, team, you guys ready to play?
Yes.
Who has the best audio on the coast?
Yes.
Give me some brands. JL. Hertz. Alpine. What's another one? Rockford. Kenwood. Exelon. Pioneer.
Pick the winning team at Empress Audio with 2 locations to serve you, Gulfport and Pascagoula.
Who are we?
Empress.
Who are we?
Empress.
Who are we?
Empress.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Finish Line Performance Karting, now open in Biloxi.
Third Coast Pawn and Jewelry in Ocean Springs is your one-stop shop for buying, selling, or trading. Get instant cash for your items of value. We buy jewelry, electronics, collectibles, coins, vehicles, boats, gold, tools, anything of value that we can resell, we'll buy. We also do short-term loans on merchandise, so stop by today and turn your unwanted items into cash. That's 718 Bienville Boulevard, Ocean Springs. Call 228-818-0001 or visit the website at thirdcoastpawn.com.
All right, coming out of the timeout, the Admirals basketball. Let's see what Coach Glasses drew up here.
Got a half-court press.
Moore to Smith, and turned over again. Washington with the steal, brings it down court.
Oh, handle that pass, young lady.
Woo! Walker with the nice pass, but Bryant just wasn't ready for it. Call that a Yellow Jacket turnover. All right, Admiral ball again.
Both teams.
Jackets looking like they're having a 1-3-1 zone with McFall in that deep zone.
Both teams need to capitalize on turnovers
or
like that.
Man. No, they're back in man. It just looked like a 1-3-1. Aaliyah Puryear with the drive. She's been getting in the lane and getting the shot up, but she hasn't been able to really finish. But she's back on the line for another free throw attempt.
And she's got good size to get to the basket, too.
She's kind of got that Charles Barkley look about her. She's going to take the lane when she wants it. You know what I mean?
And that was the third foul on Washington, so she's going to have to be careful.
Here in the third quarter, 3:04 remaining. Puryear gets the second.
2 for 2 from the free throw line. I know Coach Glass has got to love to see that.
All right, Washington and Walker bring the ball up for the Yellow Jackets. Admirals pressuring the ball a little more now. Walker with a nice crossover.
Loses it. Looks like it's going to be
They
on.
call a foul on McFall, the girl they call V, with 24. So the Yellow Jackets offense there, they got kind of a point guard and 2 wings, and then 2 bigs both down on the block. And that's been pretty useful in beating that zone.
Hilliard for 3.
Hilliard with another 3 ball. Jackets push open, Bryant wide open under the basket, lost the handle. And a Yellow Jacket turnover. As I said at halftime, J.A., these Lady Admirals are not going to be intimidated by the score. They're going to go hard all the way to the end.
They are chipping away.
Coach Glass, an excellent coach. She was Coach of the Year, Gulf Coast Coach of the Year last year. And Miss Moore with the travel. Yellow Jacket basketball. A lot of turnovers for both teams.
Yeah, the turnovers had to be addressed at halftime. Yellow Jackets break the press.
Otis showing off her handles.
McFall was wide open under the basket.
She was more concerned with beating her with the handles. Here's Washington, back to Otis on the handoff.
They're trying to run Smith
looking
to
for
death.
a lane. Ball ends up in McFall's hands and gets a 2 points. That's Washington to McFall.
Down low.
Inside look. Moore can't finish. Otis with the rebound. She's pushing. Gets the dish. Back to Walker. Back to McFall and the foul. Nice ball movement under the basket. Otis sees her teammate Walker. Walker, the unselfish point guard, gets it to McFall. McFall draws the foul on the shot. Good basketball. Foul on number 33 for the Admirals. Bryant, excuse me, I did it again. Cuccia. You have to start smacking me in the head every time I do that.
Though, as soon as you do it.
I'm going to get a fix for that. I'm going to highlight everybody's name in their school colors so I don't get it wrong next week. It's a learning process here in high school sports broadcasting.
That goes for 2 of us.
McFall, a good free throw.
Knocks down both.
Jackets pressing a little bit.
Admirals break the press.
Having fun with this defense. Trap. Admirals handle it.
Uh-oh.
Steal by Washington. She's pushing. Got 2 on her. Hesitates.
Oh.
Can't finish. Otis with the rebound. Jackets setting it up again. Admirals get back in their normal zone defense. Walker with the inlet pass. No good. Steal.
It was Hilliard with the steal.
Give Miss Hilliard a steal on that.
Oh.
Aggressive play by number 10, Neely, trying to get to the basket. It looked like McFall had position. The Yellow Jacket fans booing that blocking call. Nonetheless, foul on V. McFall. Admirals basketball. There's Hilliard with the shot. Hilliard's got the jumper going, J.A. When they can get her the ball with space, she's making her shots. 15-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. 30 seconds remain in the third quarter.
Looks like the Yellow Jackets are trying to spread it out a little bit.
I think they're going to milk the clock and draw the defense out.
Good. 16 seconds, clock's running.
Try not to make a mistake. This is good practice for later in the year when things really count.
Setting up for one more shot.
Washington with the shot, no good. Rebound. Give a rebound to Mila Stubbs, and that's the end of the third quarter, and we're going to get a word from our sponsor.
Centerpoint Church in Ocean Springs is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Join them for service Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. and Sundays at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Centerpoint Church, 6201 Highway 57 in Ocean Springs. For more information, call 228-875-7878.
Imagine a place of wall-to-wall unique items and collectibles, jewelry, instruments, a place where you can buy a car, sell a car, or get top dollar for gold and silver. You have just crossed over to Third Coast Pawn and Jewelry, 718 Bienville Boulevard in Ocean Springs.
Okay, team, you guys ready to play?
Yes.
Who has the best audio on the coast?
Yes.
Give me some brands.
JL.
JL.
Hertz.
Hertz. Alpine. What's another one? Rockford.
Kenwood.
Kenwood. Exelon. Pioneer.
Pick the winning team at Empress Audio with 2 locations to serve you, Gulfport and Pascagoula.
Who are we?
Empress.
Who are we?
Empress.
Who are we?
Empress.
All right, let's.
All right, we're back at Burt Jenkins Stadium. I say stadium, gymnasium. You've been calling football.
You've been doing football so long.
I know it. But we're having a good time here. Start of the 4th quarter. We'd like to thank Finish Line Performance Karting, and they got Throttle Therapy Thursday special. Buy one ride and get your next ride $10 off. Get down there on Thursday nights, JA. It will go racing.
Excellent
Great in-line pass. Woo!
Miss Harris.
And Miss Harris with the finish.
You couldn't ask for a better execution of an inbound pass than that.
That was an incredible inbound sideline alley-oop play, we'll call that for the ladies. And Harris with the finish was very nice.
Admirals moving the ball around, trying to find something.
They're working a little quicker. They have been. Here's
Hilliard
with the 3 ball. Miss Smith on the assist. All right, Admirals pressing again. Washington to Walker, finds the bucket down low to Bryant. I believe, no, I got that wrong. Is that number 12? Yes. Robinson with the basket. And here's Hilliard with the step through in the lane, no go. Hilliard with the rebound and the putback for the Admirals. Admirals pressing. Washington asking for help, gets the ball to Otis. She comes to midcourt. Here comes Walker inside with a pass inside.
Count it.
And the finish. Number 12 with 2 quick buckets, Shirley Robinson. Assist by Alexis Walker. Walker is just terrific. She gets in the lane, draws the defense, and finds the open person in the post like clockwork. How many assists does she have tonight?
Miss Walker, let's see. Miss Walker's sitting at 5 assists on the night.
We got a timeout on the court, full timeout. So we're going to go to a commercial break.
Okay, team, you guys ready to play?
Yes.
Who has the best audio on the coast?
Empress.
Give me some brands.
JL.
JL.
Hertz.
Hertz. Alpine. What's another one? Rockford.
Kenwood.
Kenwood. Exelon. Pioneer.
Pick the winning team at Empress Audio with 2 locations to serve you, Gulfport and Pascagoula.
Who are we?
Empress.
Who are we?
Empress.
Who are we?
Empress.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Finish Line Performance Karting, now open in Biloxi.
Welcome back to Burt Jenkins Gymnasium. We've got a good one going here. 45-29 in favor of the Yellow Jackets of St. Martin.
Gulfport Admirals coming out of a full timeout. We'd like to thank all their fans for tuning in. Make sure you hit that share button. This is our first of our doubleheader You got the number 13 and number 14 ranked boys basketball teams in the state of Mississippi coming up following this one.
Otis with the rebound.
Admirals trying to push. Smith with the miss.
25. Puryear with the rebound.
Yeah, Hall with the bucket. I missed that one. All right, here's Otis looking for a teammate. Walker driving baseline, gets it back to the big. No finish. Good rebound by Puryear for the Admirals. Here's Hilliard on the jumper. No good. Admirals get the ball back. Puryear looking for the inside cut. Nobody home.
Steal by Robinson.
Here's Otis being guarded by Smith. Yellow Jackets being patient. Up top with Washington and Walker. Back and forth. Smith asking for defensive help. Otis finds a lane and a layup. Can't finish. Rebound Robinson for the Jackets. And she's going to pick up a shooting foul.
She's been spending the last couple of minutes hanging around that free throw line.
And under the basket. She got a couple buckets here in the second half. Miss on the first free throw. I didn't catch who the foul was on.
That was on Hall.
Hall.
Her second.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. We just need to look up there.
Actually, that's her third. That was the foul that I was missing.
All right, here's Hilliard with the rebound for the Admirals, being trapped by Baker. Otis trying to get the ball, breaks it loose, out of bounds. Admirals going to retain possession. Trying to fight out of this 14-point deficit. Clock's ticking. They only have 5 minutes. Try to get it done.
Pass it to Stubbs. Stubbs feeds Puryear. Misses the layup. Out of bounds on Robinson.
Admirals retain possession. Inbounds to Puryear underneath.
That's
nice
hustle right
reach
there.
in. Good hustle by Robinson. Shirley Robinson coming in, making a difference here in the second half.
She's rebounding.
She
She's
wanted to
getting
hear
fast.
her
She's getting
name
the
called
free
a
throw.
couple
Yeah.
times. Playing defense, causing jump balls, and making a difference.
And that's going to be a foul on Puryear.
Puryear with the push away from the ball. You got to set that off-ball screen up the same as a ball screen. If you come through that hard, they're going to call it on you. .444 remaining.
Looks like the Admirals are going to, well, let's see how they're going to set up. Looks like it's going to be a 2-3.
Otis and Walker playing catch. Otis getting her dribbles on. They're going to call her for the carry. Real tight on that in high school girls basketball. In the NBA, they're not calling that.
Oh, they don't call it. No, you can travel, carry. You do whatever you want in the NBA.
All right, Smith trying to work it. Walker playing defense.
Feeds it to Kirkland. Kirkland kicks it out.
Smith for the three ball, and it's good.
Nice.
Kirkland to Smith. Admirals cut the lead to 11. Trapping.
Break the press.
Walker finds Otis for the jumper, and it's good. Walker with another assist. Otis with 2 more points. Here's the Admirals. Each time the Admirals throw a punch, the Yellow Jackets answer. And they're calling that off of Smith's knee in a Yellow Jacket basketball.
We'll take it.
I really think at about this point right now, if they finish the game, Coach Bell's got to be very happy with the way these Yellow Jackets are playing. Here's Bryant out to the wing to Otis for 3. No good. Long rebound.
Rebound by Kirkland.
Here comes the Admirals. Smith with a nice save. Hits Hilliard. She wanted to pop, but she thought better of it. On the
Gives it over
wing.
to Stubbs.
No good. Air ball.
Otis with the rebound.
They're calling that off Otis. It'll be an Admiral basketball. 13-point game, 3 minutes remaining.
There's a lot of time.
A lot of time left if a team can play defense, get turnovers. But like I said, every time Gulfport gets something going, the Yellow Jackets have answered. They've got the inside buckets. They've got the three balls going. And it's time with 3 minutes left, Jay. We got to start thinking about who's our Sicily's players of the game, one for each team. There's Bryant with the rebound. That's going to get a steal to Miss Kirkland. Smith on the wing to Moore for the Admirals. Moore trying to go inside. Robinson was trapped, finds Moore. Shot attempt no good. Baker with another rebound. Miss Windex. Rebound Baker all night.
Good pass.
Pass, Walker. Nice shot inside by V. McFall for the Yellow Jackets. Smith, the guard, bringing up the ball for the Admirals.
As a coach, that would drive me nuts.
Oh,
you gotta
Kirkland
stop
with a
ball.
nice move. And a block shot for
First
Baker.
block of
Here
the
comes Otis. And the layup is good. Yellow Jacket ladies playing with a lot of confidence.
Looks like they want to close this one out.
And they look like a completely different team they did in the first quarter, honestly, because Gulfport's giving them all they could handle. Smith with the three ball, no good. McFall going for the rebound, can't control it, out of bounds, Admiral basketball.
Rick, I'm telling you, this looks like a completely different team than the one I saw Wednesday night.
When that's a sign of good coaching.
Yes.
When your teams are improving throughout a game or they're improving throughout the year. And let's be realistic for our fans that are tuned in right now. In high school basketball, it doesn't matter what your record is throughout the year. What matters is, do you win games come tournament time at the end of the year? And so basketball, as long as your team is growing and improving, you got a shot to do something at the end of the year.
Jansen's first foul of the night. That's going to send Moore to the line to shoot two.
All right, let's start. I'm going to put you on a task, my brother.
What you got?
Start a little divvying up some stats. I got about 2 players in mind for each team, but I'd like to see what the numbers say for our Sicily's players of the game. 17-point lead. Yeah, we're going to have one player from each team. 17-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. 51-34, minute 51 remaining. Moore shooting her second free throw. It's good. Moore with the point. All right, the Admirals pressing. It's all they can do now. It's almost desperation. They're going to try to trap Otis here. No good. Otis gets it away to Baker. Baker smartly gets the ball to McFall. Back to Otis on the wing. Lexus Walker on the bench for the Yellow Jackets. Bryant gets the ball back. Yellow Jackets start over. Admirals pressing. Smith pressing hard on the defensive end. Kirkland tries a trap, and they're going to call a foul. Looks like on one, it's either 1-3 or 2-3. Let's put up on the board and see what we get. Either way, that's going to be Otis to the line on a 1-and-1, 7th team foul for the Admirals. That's a second foul for
Smith.
Miss Smith.
So Otis is on the line.
And this is where you seal your deal. This is where you got to make sure you make your free throws late, not just for this game for tonight, but for good practice for the rest of the season, especially at tournament time at the end of the year. Otis can't hit the front end of the 1-and-1, fighting for the rebound. Give it to Hilliard.
With the rebound.
Here comes Smith and the Admirals. Mila Stubbs had the right idea, trying to get the ball inside to India Robinson, but she gets fouled on the floor. Going to put her on the line for a 1-and-1.
That foul was on number 33, Bryant, for the Yellow Jackets, her first.
Stubbs hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Both teams, good called game, I would say, by the officials. 7 fouls apiece in the bonus late, so it ends up not being really a free throw shooting contest. Too much to handle. Not certain what the call was there. Bryant trying to get it across midcourt. They're going to call a foul on 15 Stubbs for the push. That's going to put Antonia Bryant on the line for the 1-and-1. I missed that call. Apparently she missed that, or there's a lane violation or something. Missed the rim. I apologize. Hope you guys saw it. 3 ball up for the Admirals, in and out. Smith can't hit. Ball pushed out of bounds by McFall. Less than a minute. 15-point lead for the Yellow Jackets.
And these ladies are still
They're going to be
down in the
pumped
paint.
to get their second win, especially here on the road against the Gulfport Admirals. Admirals got a building team, and they got a lot of work to do, but there's promise here you can see. Smith dumps it into Robinson, 5'10 sophomore, works her way under low post, no good.
Bryant
now
with
you
the
got
rebound.
a little bit of a UFC action going here. Antonia Bryant getting feisty over the ball. And they're going to call the foul on Stubbs over the back. So that's going to put Bryant on the line for 1-and-1 again with 40 seconds left. Like to tell the fans, stick around. If you enjoyed this girls game, you're going to love this guys game. The undefeated St. Martin Yellow Jackets on the road against the 1-loss, 7-1 Gulfport Admirals. They are the number 13 and 14 ranked team in the state of Mississippi in high school boys basketball, and it is going to be an exciting game tonight on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. So what do we have, J.A.? We got the closing moments. What do you think about this game? I think Gina Bell and the Yellow Jackets are going to go home pretty happy. Got a big rebound there. Brianna Jansen, push forward. Bryant's going to put the nail in the coffin with the layup on the feed from Otis. Here's Smith to the wing. Stubbs works inside.
Nice
Robinson,
block.
no go.
Nice
Second
block.
block of the night for Miss Baker. There's really 3, in my mind, candidates for the player of the game for the Yellow Jackets. I don't know what you think. And the Admirals, there's probably 2.
Let's see. Yellow Jackets.
Jansen gets a steal there. And that's going to be an end of our ball game. Gulfport Admirals are going to fall tonight to the St. Martin Yellow Jackets by a score of 53-36. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we're going to come back with the ladies' player of the games, as well as the pregame show for the St. Martin versus Gulfport boys action after a word from our sponsor.
Centerpoint Church in Ocean Springs is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Join them for service Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. and Sundays at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Centerpoint Church, 6201 Highway 57 in Ocean Springs. For more information, call 228-875-7878.
If you're thinking about selling your house or buying a new home, please give me a call. The highest compliment I can receive is a referral from a satisfied customer.
Melanie Adams would like to wish the St. Martin Yellow Jackets the best of luck this football season. Go Jackets!
Third Coast Pawn and Jewelry in Ocean Springs is your one-stop shop for buying, selling, or trading. Get instant cash for your items of value. We buy jewelry, electronics, collectibles, coins, vehicles, boats, gold, tools, anything of value that we can resell, we'll buy. We also do short-term loans on merchandise. So stop by today and turn your unwanted items into cash. That's 718 Bienville Boulevard, Ocean Springs. Call 228-818-0001 or visit the website at thirdcoastpawn.com.